show on the road. Welcome, everybody. Full board's present. Board automatic, and we're going to start off with a very special recognition, an atomic recognition, actually. And we're going to let Darby Mead, principal at iTech, and Michelle Giovinazzi represent the board for this honor.
Good afternoon, Dr. Webb, members of the board, and community guests. It's a privilege to get the opportunity today to speak to the accomplishments of the iTech Atomic Raven Force robotics team, consisting of Cale Peck, Megan Lewis, and Tyson Boatman. The State VEX Robotics Championship was held in Ellensburg on March 11th. In just their first year in the VEX competition, the iTech Atomic Raven Force team was awarded the Excellence Award out of the 50 teams that competed there at the state competition. The award recognized the team who was considered by the judges to be the best overall in the categories of ranking, robot design, engineering notebook, autonomous programming, driver skills, teamwork, and sportsmanship. The award also earned them a trip to the World VEX Championships in Louisville, Kentucky, where they'll compete later this month. The Atomic Raven Force team is coached by Cindy Hagan, and again I want to congratulate Cale, Megan, and Tyson for a great job.
Good evening. I have to mess with my technology before we talk about the technology competition. Good evening and congratulations to Atomic Raven Force on this impressive accomplishment. By placing first in the state and winning an opportunity to compete in robotics at the worldwide level, Cale, Tyson, and Megan have demonstrated that they have developed extraordinary future-ready skills. The Atomic Raven Force team has also demonstrated willingness to take on challenges, commitment to excellence, and ability to tackle the hard work needed to become an extraordinary competitor. Sir Edmund Hillary said, "People do not decide to become extraordinary. They decide to accomplish extraordinary things." And you have demonstrated that through this accomplishment. As individuals and as a team, you decided to accomplish extraordinary things in your robotics competition, and it paid off with success. We are looking forward to hearing about your further extraordinary accomplishments in the competition in Kentucky. No pressure. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Vancouver Public Schools, I wish you the best of luck in the World VEX Robotics Competition as you apply your robotic skills now and in the future. Congratulations.
Now for our atomic student reps. Let's start with Celeste. Bernstein? Dr. Mead.
All right, Dr. Webb, members of the board, and community guests. My name is Celeste Bernstein, and I am from the Vancouver School of Arts and Academics. And tonight I'm going to be talking about Day of Caring. All right, so the question is, how does VSAA give back to the community, and how is the community supporting VSAA? And this event, what I just mentioned, Day of Caring, I think really embodies all aspects of this question. So what is Day of Caring? Day of Caring is a day in which we do not have classes, and all students and staff members participate in service projects around the area and within our school. So the projects are happening both off and on campus. Previous locations have included the Oregon Food Bank, the YWCA, various elementary schools around the area, Silver Buckle, downtown Vancouver, Ashley Hampton Inn, as well as our own school, VSAA. What happens is students clean up the school or the downtown area, will pick up trash. Students will also assist in teaching children. That's one of my favorite things to do. We'll go out to elementary schools and we'll help with reading or writing or kind of play with them, interact with kids at recess. Additionally, students will assist with the elderly. We perform for them. Last year I went to an elderly home with my ukulele and actually did like sing-alongs with some of the residents there. We'll paint, garden, package food, make cards for veterans, and so much more. This is a picture from last year of two students with an elementary school student at recess. And next what I'm going to show you is a video excerpt. One of our projects this day is actually a group of students will follow the entire day with cameras and create a video the day of. So here's an excerpt, and just so you know, it doesn't have sound. One moment. And finally, our next day of caring is actually on April 26th, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow. I'm very excited. I'm going to be a youth project leader at Lincoln Elementary School, and I'm very excited for that. Thank you for your time this evening, and have a wonderful month.
Thank you, Celeste.
Good evening, Dr. Webb, members of the board, and special guests. My name is Trisha Beavers, and I'm here from Hudson's Bay High School. And tonight I was asked to recognize a student at Bay for their extraordinary behaviors. So tonight I'm going to talk about Joel Ramos. In this picture with me is Joel Ramos. He's a senior at Hudson's Bay. He's also known as Joella Cinderella, and I'll explain that a little bit later on in the presentation. So a little bit about Joella. He is an AP student, he's employed, he's a student athlete, and he's dedicated to community service. Joel, he is kind of a little genius. He took 3 AP courses in his freshman year, including biology and English, and then he's taken AP Physics 1 and 2, AP Calculus A, B, and BC, and United States history, government and politics, world history. So basically every AP class that was offered, he's taken it. And he's passed most of his tests with a 304, which is really hard to do, so that's kind of great. He's also a manager at Burger King, which is really cool because to be a manager somewhere and work and go to school, that's so impressive to me. And he's a member of National Honor Society. So here's a couple pictures of Joel. This is him and Sophia Tarkey, who I mentioned a couple months ago as another outstanding student. And that was on Twin Day, and there's a picture of him after a band concert with me. And then there's a picture of him with a friend who graduated, and that was when they were volunteering at a race course. They were doing a water station. Joel is going to be a future Husky. We went and visited UW yesterday for the Purple and Gold experience. He's going to major in civil engineering. Don't ask me what it is because I have no idea. But I just wanted to say, okay, here's the picture. This is a picture of him. He does cross-country, wrestling, and track, and this is during cross-country season. One of his friends snapped the photo and drew the dress on him, and that's kind of like, it's been passed around the school, and so that's like, he's known as Joella Cinderella. But I just wanted to say that Joel is probably one of the most amazing people that I've ever met. He's extraordinary because he's able to balance his priorities. He learned English as a second language, which is like, props to him because I can barely learn Spanish. And while he's at school, he's also like supporting his family, which is something that's also difficult to do, but he's balancing it all. And he's really hardworking, he's intelligent, he's passionate, and he's super humble. Like if you ask him like to describe himself, he'll just be like, I'm all right, but he's fantastic. I'm very proud to call him my friend and my classmate. Thank you for your time and have a good evening.
Good job, Trisha. Great student to select, too. Good work.
Good afternoon, Dr. Webb, members of the board, and community guests. My name is Julie Hayes, and tonight I'm representing Columbia River and talking about the essential skills and attributes of outstanding students. To start off with, the trait I most notice in outstanding students is their creativity. They find new and innovative ways to approach problems, and they usually end up with pretty amazing products. For example, these 2 students, they painted with their feet for an art project, and it ended up pretty great. Outstanding students are also very passionate and determined. They put in the work because they want to succeed, and they enjoy what they're doing. They have the drive and the passion to get what they need to do done to the best of their ability, even when things get tough. And then finally, I find outstanding kind students to be the most outstanding of all, just because they make a positive mark on the school and improve school climate just by being nice and being kind in general. And then the essential skills of outstanding students are time management, collaboration, and adaptability. So time management is especially important when balancing school, extracurriculars, life. These outstanding students know how to manage their time efficiently and effectively so that they can get all they need to done. They also know how to collaborate. Our teachers at schools emphasize group projects and working together, and the groups that stand out are comprised of students that know how to hold each other accountable while supporting each other to end up with a cohesive group project. Outstanding students also need to be very flexible when problems arise so that they can adapt and come up with new solutions so that they can end up being successful. And so to end, I wanted to just point out some groups at school that I find produce really outstanding students. So Mr. and Miss CR contestants and coordinators I find the most outstanding hardworking students. Mr. and Miss CR is a pageant we hold every year to raise money for Dornbecker. This year they raised $109,000, so a ton of money. They devote tons of time and effort into raising money and learning the dances and the skits for the pageant, and it was amazing to watch this year. I really enjoyed it. And then student athletes, they really know how to manage their time. They're also some of the most positive, hardworking people at school because they need to know how to balance their time and effort. This concludes my presentation. I hope you all have a great April.
Julie, thank you. Good job.
The board and community guests. My name is Elizabeth Korn, representative from Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies, here this evening to talk about how Fort is preparing students for the future. I've mentioned this program before. Gear Up is a program that prepares students for post-high school plans, whether it's attending a university or a community college. Our two Gear Up administrators are Lisa Hilton and Mr. Nathan Morgan. They're always welcome to assist us with any college-related questions we have. They always have an answer. And not to mention this, it also, Gear Up does offer college dissertations, which I feel like is awesome for students, especially seniors in high school, just to get a feel of what college is really about and to get comfortable with college campuses. I actually went on a college field trip the other day, like last week or something, to the University of Washington for a math day field trip, which was very interesting because it pretty much just talks about how math is related to any career out there and how it applies to the real world. And through Gear Up is also what made me accept my admission to the University of Washington, which I will be attending this fall. Also, not to mention our CTE courses offered at Fort, so welding, culinary arts program, our medical arts program, and our marketing program. These provide strong academic skills and real-world problem-solving skills. Also gives students a practical experience they need to succeed through a combination of classroom instructions, hands-on activities, and on-the-go job training, which enables them to reach their full potential. In addition, Fort being an international school in the past couple of years, it emphasizes community and a sense of belonging. It's also important to learn about it's important to learn and work with the different variety of cultures and backgrounds, because wherever you work, you're going to be working with different people from all over the world, which also it gives students the opportunity to view things from different perspectives. Everybody has different opinions and outputs. It's important to learn what other people think and kind of, go on top of that. Thank you and have a good Easter. Dr. Webb, members of the board and community guests, and Alexa Adamy from Vancouver Press Academy. This month, I was asked how the teachers at my school are working together to improve education. At Flex, teachers are working together to improve education in many different ways, including our project-based learning and demonstration of learning night. For project-based learning, teachers are designing
interdisciplinary projects. Some examples are Intro to Algebra students are creating a proposal for a redesigned flex area. Flex areas are places where we work but we're not in our class, including new furniture and technology budget. Video game design students are using proposals to create 3D models of the space, including new furniture and layout. History students are researching historical figures from different areas and writing biographical essays in English. Students are reinterpreting this history and in creative writing. Graphic design students are creating vector art or animations to illustrate this writing, and yearbook students are creating a storyboard and video. All of these projects will be presented on May 4th at our DOL event. On March 31st, teachers created a series of crafts and projects for our students to do in order to help with team building throughout our school. Some of them were connected with other projects going on within the school. Thank you for your time, and I will see you next month.
Dr. Webb, members of the board and community guests, my name is Janessa Higgs, and I'm here representing Vancouver iTech Preparatory. Oh, by the way, tonight I'm talking about the essential skills and attributes of an outstanding teacher. So to start, I'm going to tell you all what attributes I think an outstanding teacher should have. An outstanding teacher should be patient, helpful, kind. They should be able to communicate well with their students and fellow teachers. They should be caring and supportive. I can honestly say that every teacher and administrative person at iTech has all of these attributes. The importance of outstanding teachers. So outstanding teachers are important to all students because they help students care. They help students plan for their future. They explain topics more effectively, and they help students stay on track, as well as becoming role models for students. So these are some teachers at iTech who I have experienced good things with. Isaiah Wyckoff is an art teacher there. He is one of my favorite, well actually all four of these are my favorite. Timothy Larson, who is a math and science teacher. Karina Zukoff, a social studies teacher, and Derek Byrne, the PE and health teacher. All these teachers have helped me so much through my 5 years of being at iTech, and I'm sure they're going to help me in the future as well. Thank you, and have a good April.
Consent. How about a motion for consent?
Move to approve the consent agenda
Yeah, good.
for consent items.
Second? Second? All right, any discussion about consent? Any items, concerns, questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Great, we're done. Regular business, Dr. Webb. This is going too quick here. What's going on?
First item of regular business is a recommendation to approve purchasing agreement number 2017005 school buses to meet the needs of the district transportation department for the 2017-2018 school year. The district will replace 3 Microbird 12-passenger, 1 slot wheelchair bus, and 2 Microbird 8-passenger, 2 slot wheelchair buses as part of an ongoing bus replacement plan. The 5 school buses recommended for purchase are replacements for existing school buses, which will drop off the Washington State depreciation schedule this year. The fund source is the Transportation Vehicle Fund. It's a recommendation that the Board of Directors award a purchase agreement to meet district transportation requirements for the 2017-2018 school year to Western Bus Sales in the amount of $394,944 plus Washington State sales tax per terms and conditions of the 2017-2018 OSPI school bus bid.
All right, can I get a motion for buses? Some lovely
I
board.
move to approve the purchasing agreement.
Okay, second? Second? Somebody seconds? All right, any discussion about buses other than Rosemary and I had the contract review of all this and everything seems in order. We need to do it. So, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, Dr. Webb.
Second and last item of regular business is a recommendation to accept resolution number 776 for project application, what is euphemistically known at OSPI as Form D3, to be submitted to the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction. OSPI utilizes a 12-step D form application process for projects eligible to receive state assistance, matching funds. One of the requirements for a school that will be replaced with a new structure utilizing state assistance is to certify that the existing school will not be used for Vancouver Public Schools instructional purposes following the construction of a new facility. New construction in lieu of modernization projects will be undertaken at McLaughlin Middle, Leeser School, Peter S. Ogden Elementary, Harry S. Truman Elementary, Martin Luther King Elementary, and Walnut Grove Elementary in lieu of modernizing those existing facilities. The fund source combines capital funds and state funds. It's a recommendation that the Board of Directors approve resolution number 776 to approve submitting the D3 forms for the projects to OSPI.
May I have a motion for number 776, D3?
Move for approval?
Second, any discussion? I guess the only thing I have to say is one of the most convoluted forms I've ever heard of and or seen. Take a bureaucracy to come up with this one. Anyway, it's necessary. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Dr. Will,
No superintendent's report.
this is crazy. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Or any comments from, I'm sorry.
I have a very long statement I'd like to make. I move for approval of an agenda to adjourn. I move to adjourn.
That's going to be a hard-fought battle, probably. Second. All right, we are adjourned.